Welcome, everyone. So I wanted to talk to y'all today about electromagnetic fields. I wanted to talk to you about the electromagnetic fields in the environment you live in, as well as the electromagnetic field and fields that are within you. So, as many of you know, we have an electromagnetic field surrounding our body. The human body produces an electromagnetic field, which is kind of like a radiation of energy. And that energy reaches 5 to 6 feet in all directions. And each and every cell in your body produces an electromagnetic field. So you have electromagnetic fields flowing through your body. You are an electromagnetic field, and you're living in a world that is full of things with electromagnetic fields. Anything that produces energy, anything that is living is going to have an electromagnetic field. And our Earth, as a matter of fact, has an electromagnetic field that was created by us. Yes, you heard me correctly. A man-made electromagnetic field surrounds our Earth. It actually developed when we started using radio frequency, and it has grown and built up ever since. And a lot of people look at that electromagnetic field as kind of a protective layer around the Earth, and it's getting thicker and growing, and hopefully that is a benefit for us. I really haven't looked into it in a whole lot of detail, but I just know that. But it should make us aware that if, we're producing an electromagnetic field around our Earth by our activities, then we should be very aware of the electromagnetic field that we ourselves are producing and in the health of that electromagnetic field, because it can become weaker and it can be strengthened. So it really just depends on your energy level, because the energetic field is a reflection of the energy being produced in your body. Now, in our regular environments, every single day, we are dealing with all sorts of frequencies, all sorts of things that are affecting our electromagnetic field. And we are sympathetic beings. We resonate at whatever, frequencies we are subjected to. Our bodies are over 65% water. Our brains are over 80% water. So you can see how we've kind of are like little tuning forks out there resonating with the environment around us. And the energies and the frequencies that are flowing in our environment that we can't even see, like ionizing frequencies of sunlight and x-rays and radioactive sources that might be in our environment. These things can flow into our bodies through our electromagnetic field and do destruction on a chemical and cellular level, which is, very distressing. But this is, how cancers are caused and things of that nature. And then we also deal with non-ionizing energies and frequencies, which flow through our bodies as if we're not even there. It just goes right through us. And that's our cell phones, our remote controls, our satellites and radios and TVs and things of that nature. But you have to question, does it do anything? Does it change your frequency as it passes through? And I kind of lean on believing that your frequency in your overall electromagnetic field is really managed by your chakra system. And this is kind of getting out of the scientific realm of things and more into the metaphysical realm of things. But I think those of us who have worked with the chakra system will attest to its benefits and the ability to heal and make things so much better in your life by working with these energy centers and working with your energy. So it's almost undeniable. So I'm going to go ahead and call it pseudoscience. And that is, your chakra system is connected to your electromagnetic field. And so whatever you're producing in these energy centers is what is being reflected there. And so if you have, problems in your heart chakra or your throat chakra or, any of your chakra systems, which are your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakra, all of these centers work together, and there is a flow of energy that goes through the chakra system. And with that, again, you're radiating the energy that comes from that into your electromagnetic field. And so when we have illnesses or traumas, or we allow things to, get at our energy centers and bring us down and bring down our energy level and bring down our frequency, that is when we start to feel these vulnerabilities in the electromagnetic field, and those vulnerabilities make us susceptible to all sorts of things. And that's when we can get into the video about attachment energies. And I really think that that electromagnetic field protects you from the things that you can't necessarily see, and possibly frequencies that we haven't quite detected yet or recognized with science, but we all know they're there, right? And so the working with your electromagnetic field and your chakras is going to help to strengthen you and help to eliminate your vulnerability or your susceptibility to those outside frequencies. And that brings us to frequencies, which frequencies are all around us. And like we were saying, or like I was saying earlier, we resonate sympathetically with the things in our environment, regardless if we want to or not. And it's funny because, you've seen people, somebody's skipping along and they're in a great mood, and then somebody, walks by and pushes them. And now this guy's got that negative feeling and the energy's all over him. And it's funny how it works like that, but it's really contagious. And it works the other way too, because somebody may be down and some other person may come along and say, hey, how's it going? It's a beautiful day. It might change that person's frequency. It might change their perspective. And absolutely everything is a frequency, right down to your thoughts and your words and your feelings. It's all frequency. And so much of it is a programmed frequency, a frequency that we learned as we were babies and as we, developed through our brainwave patterns, because we do develop in these different stages that correlate with the human brainwave patterns. And so as we develop through these stages, these are programming frequencies, these very low frequencies, like 0 to 4 hertz. The different frequencies that we were programmed under are still present in our lives today, and we are, coming into contact with those frequencies all the time. We put ourselves in these frequencies. We often put ourselves in alpha, for example, which is kind of like putting yourself in neutral. You're not really thinking and you're not really doing anything. You're just kind of, in zombie mode, in neutral, right? So we have the ability to work with our frequencies. We haven't been taught how. And we haven't been taught that we can manage and should manage the frequencies in our realm within our electromagnetic field. We need to be careful about what we welcome into our world and what we allow ourselves to be subjected to, because sometimes you can be subjected to frequencies that are very dissonant and very uncomfortable. And it's okay to be uncomfortable. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you can be subjected to energies that are unhealthy. And in that way, you need to know how to, one, protect yourself against it, and two, know how to recognize it and how to avoid the things that aren't good for you, right? So when it comes to working with your electromagnetic field, I personally like to use the tuning forks. That's one of my favorite tools for working with the electromagnetic field. I love the sound bowls too, and I play them for y'all here on YouTube, but it is just not nearly the experience that you would have in person, because you are feeling the frequency moving from the bowls, and it is a totally different experience just altogether. But the bowls, the tuning forks is an interesting point, because I've found that when I run a tuning fork through someone's electromagnetic field, if there's some sort of weakness or dissonance in there, it rings in the tuning fork. The fork will make a kind of strange sound, and it's like, whoa, wait, what's there? And you can usually just carry that frequency through, and you can just kind of push whatever that frequency was out. And so it seems as if you've got these different waves that are maybe possibly traveling against each other. And when that frequency is found in the electromagnetic field, this frequency is obviously going to be higher, and so it's just going to kind of dissipate that frequency and overpower it. So I feel that's been a very effective way at clearing the energies or the things that are in your electromagnetic field, or things that are maybe weak spots. And then also working with the chakra system itself and finding where these blockages might be, or finding where energy might be kind of stuck or low in some cases. You've just kind of got to work with your energies and, do things that are positive and good for yourself in order to rebuild that energetic field. And remember, the thing that really drives the strength of your electromagnetic field is your energy level. And the way to produce more energy is to be active. The more active you are, the more you're going to produce the energy that you need to feel like being more active. So the main thing you can do is work with your energy centers, work with your chakras, and making sure that that energy is flowing and that things are good with regard to all of these places, and know what these chakras represent, because if you understand what they represent, it helps you to understand what it is that you might be holding on to, because sometimes we hold on to the energy of things that have happened to us in the past. We hold on to this frequency and we put it deep inside, and we just like protect it there and keep it there, and that energy creates a blockage. And so we've got to figure out how to clear them, and there are ways to do that with working through your chakras. And if anybody needs any help with that, of course, you're welcome to contact me, and I'll be happy to share with you any advice that I have. And of course, if you're in the area, I could always work with you directly. So I hope this video helped you guys in some way. Hit the red subscribe button at the bottom of the screen before you leave. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Take care.